When we bought this house, it was a HUD repossession, and so we had no one to tell us any history on the house. So we didn't know we had a basement problem. The support jacks in the basement had rust like 3 feet up for the pole. That was a little worrisome. Then we found out we did have a water problem, and that's when we went searching. We checked the internet, Angie's List, and there's a couple people we contacted, but we ultimately went with Ohio Basement Authority. We've actually had Ohio Basement Authority 4 times come to our house, first for waterproofing, then for encapsulating our crawl space, then for installing the dehumidifier, and a 4th time to redo the encapsulation in the crawl space because we had fire and the plastic was smoke damaged. So 4 times we've worked with this company, and 4 times we've had excellent results and the same work ethic. Zeke is a fun guy, but very informative and very businesslike. He spent a lot of time with us, and he answered any questions that we had and gave us a price and didn't pressure us to buy. We said we wanted to get a couple different prices, and he said that's fine. So yes, we like Zeke a lot. The workers arrived on time. The very first thing they did was protect our floors because we were going to be going back and forth between the front door and the basement door. And I was just amazed how hard they work. I mean, these men work with a 5-gallon bucket. They're taking debris out of the basement, and in the case of the waterproofing, then they were bringing cement back down in 5-gallon buckets, up and down and up and down. It was so hot the day that they came to do that. And the second crew had a big ditch, basically, to fill in the crawl space that had never been backfilled by the builder. So they had to bring, I don't know, it seemed like hundreds of these buckets of stones to fill that hole before they could even start. And that day it was so bitterly cold, I felt sorry for them having to be in and out and in and out. They just, again, when they arrived, they protected our floors and got right to work. They arrived punctually. Just very hard workers. Before we had the basement waterproofing done, we would literally watch the sky. And if it got black, it's like, we got to go home. It might flood down there. And it was constant. If it rained in the middle of the night, we were up checking and checking. And we even checked a couple times after the system was in. It was like, is this really going to work? Is this really going to happen? Very pleased. Yes, we've never had a wet basement since. I just really want to emphasize how hard these men work. And they do their job quickly and efficiently, and they're friendly. We could always ask them questions, and yeah, I was just very impressed with your workers.